Hey, welcome to the Air Mobility Show with Amad Malik and my co-host Nadia. Hey Nadia, how are you doing?
Hi, Amad. Doing great. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. The weather has been really bad in Spain, but it's now starting to open up. I think the same in the UK, right?
No, surprisingly, it was a fantastic day today. Very sunny for the first time, I would say. But I think one of
Mm.
the highlights of today was that we are having an exciting conversation. In preparation for this meeting under the sun, I was having my coffee and thinking about how many lives could have been saved with the use of technology, where in the world where every second counts and people are dying in remote areas just because a doctor couldn't get to them or because uh, you know it's been too long since the emergency services have been called in. Let's hope that the technology that is emerging will progress further so that we are one step closer to implementing the eVTOLs for the medical case. So
Yeah, I mean, we have been talking about this use case for since we started this podcast, and as you know, it's very close to my heart. And I lost my sister because emergency services couldn't reach hospital in time. And I think out of the all the use cases, and we've been talking about eVTOLs and broader advanced air mobility, advancement in aviation, electrification, and all the topics around that. And I think the best use case is emergency services. And I thought, one of the best people that I could find on my overall LinkedIn connections was Carl. Carl is an aviation industry expert who has started this new startup, which is focusing primarily on first response and emergency services. And the company is called Jump Aero, which is a very good sort of design. I really like the design. So let's bring in Carl. Hi, Carl. How are you doing?
Hey, great to be here. Really excited to share a little bit more about what we're doing at Jump Aero and the impact that we think that it has the potential to have all around the world. So
Yeah, no, I
excited
was
for the
very
conversation.
excited to see the design and all the things that you have been doing. And I also was reading into the paper that you also released, and some other bits and pieces and the articles. But first thing I wanted to start with is a little bit of your background.
Sure, yeah. So, like many people in the aviation world, I was fascinated with airplanes from the time that I was a kid. I was reading everything that I could get my hands on regarding the design of aircraft, design, build, and crashed my first remote controlled planes in high school. Um, Went on to MIT to study aerospace engineering. I wound up staying in the aeroastro department there for 11 years, picking up my bachelor's, master's, and PhD on the way, and then founded a company called Terrafugia in 2006. Terrafugia's goal was to try to make general aviation more widely accessible to the broader population by addressing some of the largest obstacles to the more widespread use of general aviation. And basically, we were one of the first companies out there that was really making a flying car, quote unquote, a vehicle that could fly and drive. And in 2017, we were acquired by the Zhejiang Geely Holding Group, which is the parent company of Volvo, Lotus, Polestar brands, many other global brands all around the world. By that time, by 2017, we had become involved in a lot of these emerging eVTOL concepts, electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft concepts. And that brought us to the use case that many companies are pursuing right now, which is the air taxi use case. I became convinced that yes, there's definitely something here. There's an opportunity here, but unless you are a very well funded company, this is not a high rate of return opportunity. This is a long so this is one where it wasn't a great avenue for startups, but around that time in 2019, I started to see there is an opportunity for this technology to have an impact in other areas outside of the highly publicized urban air mobility market that, in my view, were both more impactful to society at large and also had a potential higher rate of return on investment.